Hello, and welcome to the Orchard Rejuvenation Seminar of the Index Fresh Seminar Series. This is the 15th installment of the Index Fresh Avocado Cultural Seminars, which began in 2011. Our first presentation will be given by Felipe Brunet. Felipe is an agronomist and works for Propal, an exporter in Chile. Felipe will be giving an introduction to avocados in Chile, the need to produce 12 to 15,000 pounds per acre, and the need to rejuvenate our orchards.
Thank you for the people of Index, because we have the opportunity to talk about what we are doing in Chile. We have the same problem like you. We have a very old orchard, and we need to make some change in the production because the market for us exists a very green fruit, and when you have a very old tree, you have small sizes and also more dark. First, Chile, Kate said, are in the south hemisphere. It's a very long country. We produce avocado only in the central part of Chile, because in the north we have a very strong desert, and in the south of Chile is a very freezy area with a lot of rain. So we only produce avocado in this area, and we have a very strong drought like you. So we reduce the amount of hectare in the north, in that region, in the Cuarta Región. We produce avocado for about 10 months in a year. That means that we need to have fruit for a very long period. Earlier in the spring, in months like the south hemisphere is July or June, and we end the season latest in the autumn. So we need to have a lot of fruit very late, and that is the thing, because I need to prune, I need to do everything that the orchard need, but I have a new fruit and also the old fruit in the tree. And that is the thing. How can I improve the light inside of the canopy, for example, and without dropping fruit? I want to talk about the production in Chile. The production in Chile is about 110,000 tons. We are export less fruit than the last year to here, to the US, and more fruit for the Europe market. We are exploring also the Chinese market. For us, is a very good market. But again, we are very far for the market, so we need to have a very good post-harvest condition on the fruit, because we have a very long travel with the fruit. This is the country that we can export the fruit in the green. We can export to all Europe, South Africa, and here, America. Propal was founded. We work with Claudio, in Propal. Propal, if you don't know the company, is the most important export company of avocado in Chile. But we also don't work only with avocado. We work with some little program with onion and lemon, or citrus, oranges, mandarin. We also have fruits earlier in the season and late in the season. Propal participate for about the 32% of the total export avocado, and we participate in the 29% of the Europe destination of the fruit. And here we are more important, but in the total amount is less. It's about the 10% of the total production of Chile. Okay, Chile, in 2007, we have something like 38,000 hectares. It's a lot of hectares. If you translate in acres, it's a double in acres. But in the same year, we have a very strong frost. So we lose a lot of hectare. We started to lose at this year. In the future, we lost a lot of fruit also. We estimate that now we have something like 22,000 hectares. We reduce a lot the amount of hectares in Chile. The national production is about the 170,000 tons, and we have a very strong market, and the people now in Chile eat a lot of fruit. What is the problem? Like here, we have a very high cost, especially in the farm that we visit, because we cultivate avocado in the hills. So the harvest, the irrigation control for the people, the pruning, all is difficult, and the labor is very high. The other important thing for us, now we have a very good exchange rate with the dollar, pesos dollar, but 3 years ago we have only 480 pesos per dollar. That means if I export, I receive less pesos. Now it's better, but I think in the future come down again in 480. So I need to prepare my growers to produce enough avocado to do a good business. That is the idea. The average of the production in Chile is about 7.5 tons per hectare, not more than that. We have a very strong drought, that I say in the beginning, so that the hectare that don't lose by the frost, we lose now for the drought. And the other thing is like here, if the grower maintain the fruit late in the season, they can obtain more price, and of course more kilos per hectare, because the fruit growing. In that cases, the growers don't like the prune, because has old fruit and the new fruit, and that produce now a very crowded orchard, with not enough light, with some problem with the scale or some pest. Yeah. If you travel to Chile, you can see very nice farm in the young farm and very productive orchard, but you can see also some farms that are very old, was planted in the 1980s. So it's very frequently to see that you lose some tree, and when we want to replant, the successful was very bad because we planted with seedling trees, and Phytophthora, and the irrigation is not perfect for this tree, so they don't grow in the new tree. You can see also that kind of orchard in Chile. That important thing is we are not planting more hectare in Chile. Now the nursery sell plant to renew the old orchard, and we are working to renew this kind of orchard. For example, here you can see in the hill a very nice grove, a vegetative grove, but you can see in front of these hills a very bad tree condition. So what happened in that situation? We are losing money. That is the thing, okay? So I want to show you a little exercise, economic exercise, and why we need to produce more kilos. Because in Chile, I don't know here exactly, but in Chile we have the average cost is about $8,000 per hectare. It means 4,000 per acres, like something like that. If I think that I have an average of return per kilos in $1, that means that I need to produce minimum 8,000 kilos only to pay the cost. That is the cost. But my grower don't produce avocado to pay only the cost. They want to have a profit for the investment. In Chile, if you want to plant 1 hectare, is the minimum cost to buy the land and to plant for about 45,000 per hectare. If I want a business for 10 or 50% of profit of that, I need to produce $6,000 or $4,000 more than the cost per hectare. That means that I need to produce minimum 12 or 14 tons per hectare. And you have seen that the average in Chile is 7.5. So this grower only pay the cost. They don't make a good business. This year, we have a very good season in Chile. It's not common. We have a very good prices. But we are thinking in the future that the prices goes down again, and we are thinking, or we are working to have $1 per kilo. That is the table, and I want to show what we need. Okay, what is the solution? First, to find a lucrative new market. That is a good idea, but it's the job from the export company or the commercial people, not for us, the grower. We need to produce to increase the yield in the farm. So when I visit my grower, first we have the production per block. So in every farm you can find the block that produce a good production, and you can see also another block in the same farm that the production in the average of 3 or 5 years is less than 12 or 8 tons per hectare. So that is my target. I need to change the production of these blocks. How can I improve yield? That is that everybody wants. I put here 5 points. 5 points. The first 3 is that we are talking with Claudio, and the other 2 points is the management that for us is very important, but we talk less in this morning because we can talk all the day about all these points. First, replanting. We started to use the clonal rootstock. It was a very nice tree for us. I can show in my second presentation the yield. We are very happy with this kind of plant. The other point is work with severe pruning. What means that? Stamping or to do a strong prune. Claudio, in the next presentation, talk more about why we need to prune and what are the basis of the prune and where I can prune or where I must to prune. Down, in the middle of the tree, or just in the top. And the third point is an idea, and I think that is a Spanish idea, that we can prune severally one lane and the other lane not this year. So I can keep some fruit in the lane that I don't prune. That sounds interesting because I can prune very earlier. Of course, I need to pick the fruit earlier in the lane that I want to prune, and then I can maintain the fruit very late in the season. So I can prune very hard the 1/3 of the plant very earlier and keep the other foliar canopy with the old fruit for late. I talk more in more details in the second part. We use a lot of potassium phosphonate because works very good, but we have some not problem, but Europe don't want more than 50 ppm of phosphonate from the fruit. We work with the Europe market. It's very strong market, but exists. They need to the fruit comes in orchard that was certificate. And the fifth point is that I need always control the irrigation and fertilizer. That is the key, because I can put in the old orchard excellent clonal rootstock, but if I don't care about the irrigation, the tree don't grow.